That was awesome. That was the best, nerdiest moment of my life. Ricky just got like insanely excited inside.
Yeah, sorry,
And outside. Sorry for partying.
All right.
Start us off normally. I don't have the music.
Now we're there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so normally this is where the music plays. All right. What's up, guys? It's Seltzer Time.
Welcome to another episode of Seltzer Time podcast.
Totally forgot.
First time it's live.
This is our first episode live.
So we want to thank everybody for coming out.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, make a lot of noise. We want to know you're here. I know this is a podcast and it's an audio podcast, but we invited you here, so we want to know you're here.
Thank you, DCU Center. We really appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah, thank you all 5,000 people that came out to our first podcast.
Really surprised we could fit you all in. Yeah, so Travis, what's going on, man?
Living life and loving it, per usual. What's cracking, Fizzle Fiends?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even do the.
You didn't even do the intro.
I didn't do the intro at all. Should
Ready?
we redo that?
No, you can just take it from here. I'm ready for you. You forgot how it goes?
Have you done this before?
Wow.
Are
Can
you
you find this episode 6?
All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Seltzer Time podcast. I'm Ricky, aka the man behind the can, Seltzer Time official. Dick Chuck here with my conversation accomplice, Travis.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of... See, I made fun of you so many times, now I messed it up. Welcome to another episode of the Seltzer Time podcast. Really do appreciate everybody here.
Yeah.
Woo! It's awkward.
So normally we do this, it's just Travis, I, and one other person who's lucky enough to hang out with us. Today we have anywhere between 15 and 11,000 people.
Somewhere there. Rough estimates.
You be the judge. Yeah, so last week we had Ellie Gilmore from Worcester Common Ground on.
Dude, Ellie was awesome.
Yeah, give it up for Ellie.
Yeah, listen to that one. Ellie does some really, really cool work for the city.
Yeah, Ellie kills it. Ellie's one of my favorite Instagram followers ever. Not follow me, but like I follow her.
Her stories are very interesting.
Yeah, her stories are awesome. They're super informative. Take the time to read them. They're really important.
Dude, I've had to go back so many times and just like replay her story over and over again because I can't read it fast enough.
My thumb gets sore from like holding down the screen so it won't change. It's great.
Wait, you can hold down the screen so it doesn't change?
This is why I run the Instagram.
Look at this. There's a whole bunch of people a lot younger than me laughing at me. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's how it's done. So Ellie gave us a little bit of a background about right?
Just drooling.
Yeah, that happens. That's why I usually drink regular water when we record this because I burp. I'm drinking warm seltzer.
You're giving away all the secrets.
I know. Well, they can see. So I'm drinking beer as well.
Yeah, because that's not an issue at all.
Double the bubbles. But yeah, so Ellie gave us a background story about Worcester Common Ground, everything they do, Fatty Jenkins' Cage, nice little basketball thing. Basketball. You good?
No, you're golden.
Okay.
Keep it rolling.
I'll just, you do your thing, I'll do mine, which is this. Yeah, so basketball, and yeah, gave us a cool song. I got the words to it though.
Something about pumpkin seeds in a cereal bowl.
It was great.
It didn't make any sense.
No.
But it was rad, and it was her sister's song. But yeah, Ellie was super cool. We learned a lot about what Worcester Common Ground is doing, and I don't know, there's a lot of people that are being helped by their types of organizations, these community-funded organizations, or these, she had a cool acronym for it, and if we were prepared, we would actually know what this was.
Yeah.
But you should definitely check them out, Worcester Common Ground, follow Ellie.
Yeah, follow Ellie. But yeah, so this week we have Caitlin from the Table Talk Pie Store.
Local legend.
What's up,
Local
Caitlin?
legend, geez. I hope not. Or if I am, I hope it's a good thing.
Of course, duh.
Yeah.
So Caitlin, what's up?
As far as what am I doing up here?
Yeah, just yeah.
How are you? It's a welcoming thing. Hello.
I'm good. Everything's good. Christmas is over, so that's always something to celebrate. New Year's
Christmas
is around the bend.
over to celebrate it?
Yeah. The stress between the first... listen, I work in retail. I promise you now is the time to celebrate.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
a nice time of year for it to be over. So, yeah, I work at Table Talk Pie. I am the manager of the pie store. Yeah.
Thank you for the pies tonight. Everybody here has gotten a pie.
I was going to say, did everybody grab one?
For our audio listeners, if you weren't here, you suck.
Yeah.
Kayla, what flavors did you bring?
I brought apple, blueberry, lemon, and chocolate eclair, and there's a reason why.
Wow.
So apple is our #1 seller overall. Regionally, it's blueberry. Lemon is our president's favorite, and chocolate eclair is Dick Chuck's favorite. So
That's me.
I made sure I brought. Yeah, that's you.
Aw.
Yeah,
When you say president,
not you.
no.
Not even a little bit.
No, I meant like president of tabletop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Harry Kokinis, as nobody knows him.
Harry is the man.
He's pretty amazing.
Cool.
Yep.
What brought you to Table Talk?
I moved back from Denver about 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, and they were opening up their first retail outlet in over 30 years. And I was offered the opportunity to go ahead and manage for them, so I did, and it was probably one of the best things I've ever done. I'm very proud to work for them.
Favorite customer at the Table Talk Pie Store?
From like the bottom to the top, or just like.
Yeah. Do you have a ranking of every customer?
Yeah, can you rank them?
So yeah, we get about like probably over like 200 or 300 customers a day, and without a doubt, you are the bottom.
Yes! It's because I eat 0 pies.
And also, if anybody is watching Instagram stories, those are all real. They're not staged of me running away or screaming at him. Those are all very real. And then when he was posting them this week, I was like, wow, he's been annoying for a long time.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's true.
So-
I had to go back through my the backlog of my Instagram stories to find stuff, and I found a cornucopia of videos of me just pissing Caitlin off.
It's been a wild ride these 2 years. I'm grateful for it.
It was adorable.
I can chronicle what the store looks like from his Instagram videos. So it's been a really great 2 years. So I'm proud of you.
Time
Thank you.
capsule.
Yeah.
The pie store has only been open 2 years.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years, January 17th. It'll be 2 years that we've been open. Table Talk Pie itself has been a company since 1924, and we've been in that building since 1954. So we're not new to Kelly Square, but that pie store is new.
And that's the only pie store in the city?
That's the only pie store in the city.
Not the only factory?
Not the only factory. We have 2 other facilities in Worcester. One of them we just opened last October. So it's been over a year for Southgate. We did adopt the school in that neighborhood. So we do a lot of things with them for Pi Day and stuff like that. So
How do you adopt a school?
basically you go into the school and you're like, hey, I'm here and I'm going to help you with whatever you need. Yeah, whatever you need, whatever you guys need or want.
That's super rad.
What's that?
That's super rad.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. We were there for Pi Day this year. I was dressed as a pie. So life's good at 30. So I'm proud of the road I've taken, and I wouldn't change a thing. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually a lot of fun. The kids were super hyped. It was our debut of my pie costume. So it was super special for everyone who was there.
Can you take us through what the pie costume actually like? Are you just in a circular pie?
Yeah, it's like it looks like as if you were wearing like a billboard kind of thing, like
one of those sandwich boards.
Yeah, so the back is the silver pie tin, and then the front is a big pie. Yeah, so it's magic.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Do you remember when the Coney Island hot dogs beat the Table Talk Pie in the baseball tournament?
Wow, that's awesome.
I was just wondering. I wanted to make sure it was brought back up.
It's just weird because I'm the one who's here, so.
Che's busy.
Oh wow. Okay, I believe you.
I have expected Che to show up in the hot dog.
I almost wore the jersey.
I was so close to wearing our jersey just to be a jerk, and then I was like, you know what? It's cold, and it's not working. It's a baseball jersey. It's freezing out there.
It was warm in July when we won.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
June?
It was June. It was June. I'll never forget because best friends 11 years wearing another person's jersey. That's fine. No, that's fine. It's cool. It's cool. No, I'm not resentful toward you. I think it was a good decision. I'm proud of you. You make me proud.
That's the first time.
Oh, the one time.
The one time.
Yeah, there you go. The Rickyism. Oh, the one time I wear someone else's jersey and have
Yeah,
them
so
wear.
in case you guys don't know, this past summer, the Worcester Bravehearts put out...
Oh, yeah, make sure you tell the story, yeah.
Oh, I'm going
Yeah.
to. It's like my favorite story ever.
Solid.
So the Worcester Bravehearts had a competition between Coney Island hot dogs and Table Talk pies. The winner had the team name, right? The team changed their name to that team.
It's a good thing you knew about it.
I don't know. We won.
Awesome that you were there.
So I was approached Biconia and hot dogs, which I did work at the time. Like, I was bartending on Monday nights there. So Kathy was like, hey, like, can you help me to push this? And I was like, yeah. Cheney got involved somehow, which was awesome. And you had Amy, though.
Yeah, Amy Chase from Compton Collective was rollerblading in our pie costume.
Yeah.
She was a phenom, and she was the best.
She wasn't that good of a skater because you lost.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
What's up, Amy?
Okay. Yeah.
So...
You know what? Ask her next.
I'm going where she's... Yeah.
She's on the list.
Put her on the list. Yes, absolutely.
Everybody I've gotten mad in my past summer.
Yeah, just have them all on this. You should have us all on at the same time, a panel, and let us just talk to you about things.
We don't have enough microphones.
Yeah, that's true.
We had to borrow like 3 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The 3 we have up here. Except for that one.
Yeah, Ricky got, isn't this a nice Christmas present? Ricky made his parents buy him a microphone so he could keep up the podcast.
Yeah, what's up? I'm an adult. But yeah, so we were... Pies lost, hot dogs won.
Wow.
Caitlin works at the pie store.
You just...
There
we go.
Yeah, I forgot what we were doing. I got so excited.
Yeah, because you won. You're so excited.
So
Anywho.
Also, for people that have no idea what a pie store is, tell us a little more about the pie store that you run. Like, what you just go in and there's shelves and shelves of pie? Like, how does that work?
So the pie store is essentially, it's our imperfect pies, meaning that it's got nothing to do with the flavor. It just didn't pass one of the 18 quality checkpoints. So that could be anything from weight, look, there's just so many different things that go into making them actually go to a store. And these pies are imperfect. We like to call them perfectly imperfect because there's nothing wrong with them flavor-wise. It's all aesthetics. And like I said, sometimes it's weight. It just depends.
18?
Yeah, 18 quality checkpoints. Yeah. So the pies that you see in the store, they've graduated. We're proud of them. They made it all the way through.
Special little guys.
Exactly.
Imagine there were like 18 checkpoints, like on anything else.
This is the beer that you pour at the dive. Get 18 different checkpoints.
By somebody, not from me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever. The glass is always clean. Yeah. No, I mean, like, imagine.
Was that a late seltzer pop?
What was that?
It was only 1 per person.
I'll know that sound anyway. If it was LaCroix, I would have been pissed.
I'm surprised. I really did think somebody was going to sneak in a LaCroix just for shits and giggles. But
Did they? Lucas?
expose yourself, Lucas.
Not that right yet. Alright. Thank you. Yeah. 18. That's awesome. So what sizes do you guys sell?
We sell, in the store, we only sell 4 and 8 inch, and sometimes we'll have 10 inch, depending on the time of the year. For right now, we do have 4, 8, and 10 inch, but as a company, we do sell, I think, like 5 sizes right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We've got about 17 different varieties, depending on the season. And
What's your favorite?
pecan.
Oh, pecan is so good.
Why?
Why do I like pecan the best?
I just have to talk to the microphone.
I was gonna say, are you?
I just like
I just love the way I'm like,
hyped on the
what's your
microphone.
favorite pie size?
All right, easy Axl Rose.
Sorry.
She's getting into love line.
Kick it back.
Usually I
Easy
just hear my
Axl.
voice
You're
everywhere
fine.
else. I've never heard it this loud.
I could get used to this. He's just gonna walk around with a bullhorn from here on out.
Hey, Caitlin, what's going on?
Oh my God, please don't. Anybody hearing this podcast, please do not get him anything that can
my
amplify
word.
his voice. He doesn't need the help. He's fine the way he is.
Oh, they sell those little amplifiers that you could put on your
Oh, man.
pocket.
That'd be sick.
I definitely had a friend in high school that walked around our neighborhood playing his electric guitar
Yeah.
with that little pocket amplifier.
I'll get
You
home
could be
late.
that cool.
Yeah, I'll get home late from work and I'll just be like hanging out watching South Park, and there'll be some guy like walking down Shrewsbury Street with a speaker backpack rapping at like 3 a.m.
Wait, into a microphone?
No.
Oh.
He just has like a speaker on his backpack.
That's awesome. I thought he was doing like a
You should get
backpack.
that. You should get that.
Good.
What?
You said. Yeah, so I got nothing.
That was awkward as shit.
That was super. This is way weirder than I thought it was gonna be.
This afternoon, I texted Ricky and I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous about today. He's like, why? It's going to be so cool. Blah, blah, blah. And now he's sitting next to me. He's like, is it hot up here? It feels hot up here. Literally. I'm taking off his coat, terrified. And I'm up here like, this isn't that bad. That's fine. This is fine. It's cool. I'm like, that's fine. I have to talk to people all the time. So
Me
this
too.
works.
That's all I do.
Yeah, but it's different for you.
It's not.
You have a captive audience.
Usually he's talking to a phone.
Yeah.
So when you do the Orson, I don't know if you guys have watched the Seltzer Time Instagrams, but Ricky has conversations with a stuffed Orson. That happens at the Table Talk store, right?
That absolutely does. Yeah, that absolutely does happen at the store, regardless if there's customers in there or not.
That
so
was
it's a
my
lot
question.
of fun.
Is there customers there when you're recording it?
So Ricky and I have this ongoing joke where Ricky and I could be having a normal conversation about something, and as soon as a customer hits the door, he turns into DMX. Every other word has to be a curse. He has to start talking about something either like political or something that's just like offbeat. Like he'll be like, yeah, so the other night I was really drunk, and I'm like, we were just talking about like your kindergarten class. Why can't we stick? Why is it when a customer's in the store, now we're going to talk about these things? So usually if Orson's out, sometimes it's okay. I also don't know why he makes Orson mean all the time.
That's my favorite part of Orson.
Yeah, but he's not mean.
He might be.
After Ricky leaves, like Orson's like, what's up with that?
Can you
dude?
imagine?
I'm like, I don't know.
Wait, does Orson live at Table Talk?
Yeah, he lives on top of my cooler.
Oh.
I should have brought him tonight. I should have grabbed him and brought him.
I also almost throw up every time I make that voice.
That's absolutely true. Every time he does it, at the end of it, he gags. And he looks at me and he's like, don't look at me. And I'm like, I promise you I don't want to, but you sound like you're going to get sick right here. So I'm terrified.
The outtakes are amazing because I'll like prop my phone up and be like, oh, hey, what's up, Orson? Like, what's going on? And then I like turn and I'm Orson and I'm like, and then I'll stop and be like, that was stupid. And I'll look over and Caitlin's like, that's the thing? You just fucking talked to a stuffed bear and that one thing you said was stupid? I'm like, yeah.
Three slides into his Instagram story and he'll be like, you know what, that was stupid. And I'm like, oh, that part, that little portion was what was stupid. Cool, you've had a 25-minute conversation with a stuffed animal. Many, many takes. And sometimes I'll catch myself in the background of his video and I'll be like, delete it. Delete it, wrap it up, that's it, try again, do it again. And he's like, oh no, that one was a good one. I'm like, oh, there's good and bad. That's great. Cool. Yeah. So Orson does live at my store. He does, yeah. And every time Ricky walks in, I'm like, no. No.
I show up with a
bear.
backpack full of like bouncy balls and I grab a stuffed bear.
The other day he was doing the bouncy ball against the back door while I was trying to put out pies. And I was like, it's funny because I have 3 younger brothers, but I've never wanted to smother one as much as I want to smother you right now. He was like, what's the problem? I'm like, every time I open the door, he's just stepping backwards to make sure it keeps bouncing off the same door. And I'm like, it's open now. Why? But
angles.
It's part of the beauty of the pie store. People come in and expect to see him now. So that's always fun. When they're like, where's the blonde kid? And I'm like, I don't know. Living his life, I hope. Like, I don't know where he is.
Anywhere else.
Believe it or not, he's not paid to be here and scream at you like he's DMX every time you walk in the store. Believe it or not, we don't pay him for that. So
I got a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're like, what? No way.
Very accurate. You didn't post the video of me being like, God bless you, Skittles girl. That's what I refer to.
I do have it. This is one. So I have a girlfriend.
Yay! She was the lovely person you talked to at the door. Thanks, Naomi.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Naomi for being our door guy.
Sorry,
Fuck
Naomi.
you, Mike D.
Yeah, fuck you, Mike D. Where are you?
Yeah, where is Mike D?
Probably. Yeah, where is Mike D? He said he was going to be here.
I thought so too. He's got better things to do.
All right, on the count of 3, give me a fuck you, Mike D. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you, Mike D. That's
That was the
incredible.
second best moment.
I would have put that on stereo and just played it.
Let the record show I did not say it.
Awesome.
I just want Mike to know that. Mike, I didn't say it.
I said it twice.
Mike, I didn't say it. Just
Mike D has carded every single person in this room and has also gone and dinner with them.
Excuse me.
Like, we
Mike D
all
has
know him
never,
very well.
Mike D
He's
has
like-
never carded me. He's just this me. And I'm like, what is the... yes, I'm going to drink a beer. Yes, that is true. Like, I don't... I'm like, what? We took an Uber together 2 nights ago. Clearly. Like, what are you talking about? It is your fault.
That's my fault.
Yeah, you can't be trusted. That's why. Absolutely true.
Should we ask?
That was when I went to a wedding with our first. All of our guests so far have been like intertwined. So I went to a wedding. I went to Ed's wedding with Caitlin.
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
Well,
Adam came
Caitlin
with
went with
us.
Adam, but I was there.
Yeah.
And then Adam went home because he's a genius. Caitlin and I stayed out.
Which is always bad. Always awful.
Depending on how it ends. It was fun.
If you're involved, it's also
No.
always like, why? I could have went home. I could have been in bed. These are things I should have done. And instead I'm like, Ricky, please, for the 19th time, stop crossing the street. We're on the right side, ping-ponging down Main Street. Why? No one knows. This is a better route. Okay.
It was.
Weird, because we're on the same road, so that's fine. Yeah.
I had my shirt tucked in. I don't work very well. Tie
I
on.
had my shirt tucked in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. I had my shirt tucked in.
Very busy having my...
I'm all business.
I was business as fuck. But yeah, so we went back. Mike D drove us home. Here we are.
Yeah. We lived. See? We lived to tell the tale, so everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of telling tales,
What?
Table Talk has the best Twitter account ever.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's really why we wanted Caitlin on here. Also, this is her second podcast. Technically, she was on because she was on our first one. She was just walking back and forth in the background.
Trying so hard to be quiet, and it was not working out well, but I was trying. I was trying so
Hey
hard.
guys.
Hey, welcome. Sorry for bargaining.
Dan and Justice walked in.
Hi, Dan.
Hey guys. Hi.
So we brought Caitlin on because I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but the Table Talk Twitter account is absolutely ridiculous and apparently is not run by Table Talk.
It's not. It's 100% not ran by us. We have tried multiple times to find out who exactly is running the account. We have no luck. Somebody posted a picture from the Coney Island 100-year anniversary block party this summer, and it was not us. And they posted a picture, and Ricky got super excited, screenshotted it to me, and sent it. And all it said was, "It's a girl." And I was like, that's strange. And then I noticed that the nail in the picture had paint on it, and he was clearly saying, oh, it must be. And I was like, or they could have taken it from somebody else's story. Like, I don't know. We don't know who it is. They are
The best.
gold. They are gold. And at this point, we don't even really want to know who it is. We want to let it live because it has taken on a life of its own. And they're not ever offensive or anything bad.
They're barely English.
But barely making sense. My personal favorite is Pineapple Fact. There's nothing else. Not a picture, not a fact. It just says Pineapple Fact.
The pumpkin is big to me.
Yes, that one's good. Or there's one about a shower hug that I'm really into. That I've actually screenshotted it and sent it out to other people. And it's like lemon pie is like taking a
Lemon pie on a gray rainy day is like a shower hug after you get yelled at again.
I'm not saying that it's Bob Dylan who's running the Twitter page, but I'm just wondering if he has his own. Because
Jacob
to me,
Yeah.
there you go.
So it's funny that you brought these up because I did some analytics. I ran some stuff on this account. And
Nerdiest sentence
yeah, it's
ever.
super nerdy. Super. I wasted way too much.
But I
time.
got so excited when you showed it to me. I'm like, there's numbers?
152 total posts, 528 total followers, 449 following. Its average likes is around 4. It has an engagement rate of about 92%, but we have its most liked or most engaged with tweets. And all the ones that you're bringing up are the ones that are on here.
Yeah, it's because I've sent them to people and been like, get on there. This is good stuff.
Look at this pineapple fact. That's the whole tweet.
There's no picture.
Nothing.
I really wish this didn't print in gray. Thankful for every table we have a seat at this year. Thank you for inviting us into your home. It's chilly out.
There's no punctuation.
But here's the thing, like I see where they're going.
This is my favorite. There's two way to eat a pineapple. One is in a pie.
My question to you
Yeah,
though
it's up to you.
is are they wrong? Are they wrong?
I'm more curious about the other way.
Well, I mean, you could eat it just as a pineapple. I don't know why I'm defending them because for a year I hunted them. Like I was trying so hard to find them and we couldn't, and then I just embraced it.
So what did you do to try to find them?
We called Twitter.
You called Twitter?
We called Twitter.
You didn't even tell me.
Is there like a Twitter number you could call?
No, it's like basically like Twitter's customer service because we own a business. So our president's secretary and his assistant, Jane, she went ahead and tried to contact them, and they were basically like, sorry, they haven't done anything offensive. None of their tweets have any vulgarity, nothing that we could actually, be able to tell you who they are, where they are, or anything like that. If you want to start your own Twitter account, though, feel free. And Jane was like, cool, but that's who we are.
Right.
So that was pretty much the end of it. We've answered their tweets, asked them to get in touch with us, given them our phone number.
I've tried.
Ricky's tried.
Literally everything.
We've tried, and it's just they will not. And then when they wrote the article about them, I think they went silent for a few days, and Ricky was heartbroken and very upset. He was like, I think we chased them off, and I was like, I'm sorry.
So when Caitlin started working at the store, I basically drove you crazy being like, make an Instagram, because I think that everything needs to be on Instagram. Duh. But Caitlin does not feel that way. So after a while, she did make one, and then I was like, fuck, we need a Twitter. I don't work there. But Orson lives there, and now we're part of it. So
where you and Orson are a team.
Me and Orson are a fucking team. So I looked, and I found the Twitter account, and I have never been more excited for somebody to tweet.
Party foul.
Sarah loves the Twitter account as well.
So excited.
I'm just so happy it wasn't a seltzer. My heart just saying.
You're like, no.
Grab another one. Do you want another one?
No.
Do you want a high life?
Is this because you keep stealing
Do
your
you wish
guests?
Ricky would stop talking to you? Yeah. Oh, good. There you
I have a
go.
microphone. Yeah. So after a while, I would screenshot him because I thought it was Caitlin. Because it just wouldn't made sense. Like she ran the Instagram and the Facebook. Like she must be running the Twitter.
Until you check the dates, and it was literally years before I ever worked there, and I was like, no, it's not me.
You're just playing the long game.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I started the Twitter back in 2013 because I was like, someday.
That's slick.
Someday.
That's smooth.
No.
Smooth criminal.
No, wasn't me. We can't figure out. It was not me. And everybody has approached me and demands to know if it's you actually. Ricky.
I know.
And
It's not.
So let me tell you a little bit more about the personality behind the Twitter account, because I did another analysis on that too. It is very upbeat. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sarah, was that you too? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Very upbeat, kind of worried, a little angry, and not very depressed at all. It's a very plugged-in person, whatever the hell that means. They're personable. They're not very arrogant or distant, but they're kind of spacey and valley girl, which is what made me think that it might be Ricky.
Absolutely.
Their thinking style is highly analytic and highly sensory, and they live in the moment. That's a computer telling me that.
They sound like a butterfly.
So,
They sound wonderful. I wish I knew who they were because I'd love to be like, you're great.
I feel like
I have a
you
lot of
can't
people
be
who
on
would love to
Twitter.
talk to you.
Like you have to live in the moment.
yeah, right? That's kind of the point of Twitter.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're just going to get buried by everybody else screaming on Twitter, or the president writing something else, or whatever. Sorry. This is
Or
not my kind of
another
podcast.
pineapple fact.
Or another.
Pineapple fact.
Happens.
Just
So-
no explanation. I want to know what the fact was that they thought they knew, and I want to know why they didn't
Hey, Caitlin.
know.
So I just found my favorite tweet. What's more baseball than apple pie? And all I want to do is write hot dogs.
Oh,
Vote in our link and tell America. This is America.
yeah. Yeah, they're
June
very
12th.
confident. They're very confident. How many followers do they have?
Imagine a good day when it's just the best.
528. Their most positive tweet is, flowers can be thoughtful and look good, but a pie looks good and is sweet. Heart also thoughtful. Hashtag Valentine's. Hashtag be mine. Hashtag pies. Their least positive tweet.
They were trying to tell us something there, I think.
Yeah,
There was
really.
a thought in there.
There was.
I can't decipher.
It was lost in bad English. Their least positive was, don't let your pumpkin pie be lonesome.
Oh.
Oh, what a poor pumpkin pie.
Work hard, pie hard, but sometimes you gotta nap. Hashtag Tuesday thought.
Like I genuinely think they're either a robot or somebody that's using English as a second language.
It's probably somebody who's using English as a second language, which is why we think we can't get them to tell us who they are, because I think they think they're in trouble trouble. No matter how many times throughout the company we've spread like wildfire, no one's in trouble. We just want to know who it is. And also, we're not even going to take it away from you. Like, you can keep it. You can keep doing what you're doing. People love it. They wrote an article.
With pies.
Yeah, there was an article in Boston Magazine about this Twitter account. I forget the girl's name. It's like Abby.
I can't remember.
Abba.
I don't remember.
It's not Abba. It was the Bee Gees.
Yeah, she's the dancing queen.
No, so there was
Here we go again.
I forget her name. There was a girl that works for Boston Magazine who wrote. Apparently, she started following this Twitter account a couple years ago, and her train ride back home, her favorite thing was the Table Talk Twitter account because it was like this weird little shining light in her day. So she had hit up Caitlin, did a little interview, and then hit me up and has consistently asked me if it's me. I'm like, no, it's really not me writing these tweets. I wish it was. I want to be that funny, and I can't do it.
So I do think it's interesting though, because I also pulled out some interesting accounts that this Table Talk Pie follows, and one of them is you. They follow you, and typically when you start an account, the first person you follow is your previous account. Just saying, Ricky.
No, when I started Seltzer Time, I think I followed Polar.
Well, it's funny you bring that up. I say it's funny you bring that up because they also follow both Polar Beverages at Polar Beverages and at Polar Seltzer, both of which haven't posted in like a year and a half, 2 years. Thanks, Seltzer. Or Polar. Other interesting follows. OU Grizz Gang, the official Twitter of the student section of the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies.
Is that any of you?
Who's an Oakland Grizzlies fan? I liked how many Worcester Warriors, the official Twitter page of Gallagher Premiership side Worcester Warriors. Yeah, they're from Worcester, England. There's like 10 or 12 accounts they follow from Worcester, England that, yeah.
You could get confused.
Yeah, get the H out of Worcester. 29 Holy Cross accounts. There's 29 different Holy Cross Twitter
Do you think
accounts.
it's Che?
He is on my list of suspects.
Funny he didn't show up tonight. Guarantee you there's 15 new tweets put out.
Suspicious.
So very suspicious. Yeah, he's smart enough not to follow himself, and he's a humongous Holy Cross supporter. He won't shut up about it. Ricky's on my list of suspects because, come on, we all know he's capable of this.
I do live on Twitter.
Yes.
I also think it could be Sean Connolly, because not only does this follow Sean Connolly, but after 25 days of glorious Christmas sweaters, we all know he has commitment to a joke.
It's true. Also, is there any other good follower? Like, Sean Collins the best.
Yeah, no, I know. These were
Does
not
anyone
actual.
even know who Sean Collins is?
The Not So Late Show?
Give it up for Sean Collins!
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That wasn't as funny as I thought.
That was not funny.
So yeah, we have no idea who runs this account, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And they keep going.
Yeah, I don't see any stop anywhere in sight. We've tried, and it's not going to happen. So at this point, we're embracing it.
Yeah.
And now I check it every day because it gives me a giggle.
I want them to
And,
start fighting with the Moon Pie Twitter account.
I don't think they'll fight with anybody. They wanted us to make an account and kind of have like a Jets Sharks scat battle with them and see like who was gonna win.
What? Who
Yeah.
said that?
What's a Jets?
So
Wait. No, hold on a second. What is a Jets Sharks scat battle?
Come on, you don't know what that is? When you're a Jet all the way, from your first cigarette to your last dying day.
get it together, Ricky.
Do you really not know the reference? Get cultured, bud.
Yeah, forget
West
it.
Side Story? I can't be the only West Side
Yeah,
Story.
I was gonna say,
Thank you,
scat
Jasper.
battle? Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Like a scat battle. Like
I thought you were talking about sports. I was like, the
No,
Jets
I'm
are
way too
football, the
versed on
Sharks
it.
are
It can't be
hockey.
sports.
I love that you were gonna call me an idiot. Like you're like, yeah, Caitlin, idiot.
They don't play the
and once
same
again,
sport.
I was wrong.
as soon as you thought you could call me an idiot, you should have known. You should have been like, there's something.
It's true.
There's something
Sorry,
here.
Should I tell them the avocado thing?
It's the only thing you have, so you might as well go for it.
All right, real quick.
Holds on to it.
But
like
10
a
years
child.
ago, we went to Mezcal,
10
an old
years.
location.
10 years.
Yeah.
10.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And they used to put out like the bowl for the guacamole. Did it? And then this one time they like took it and Kate was like, or no, it was like still on the table. Kate was like, oh look, the guacamoles. And I haven't let it go since.
Instead of avocados.
It's
Literally
not
lives
avocados.
and dies on it. We'll bring it up. I swear, in the worst situations, the best situations, doesn't matter what's happening.
Not even a big guac guy.
No.
Just fucking love it. From that one moment on, I'll pay extra. Back to the Twitter account.
Yeah, so they wanted us to create one so that we could try.
Moon pies or the Twitter people? Because
The Twitter people. They were like, you should. The one of the people actually recommended to us starting our own Twitter account and trying to get in touch with them.
Gotcha.
And they were like, get in touch with them, see if. And we were like, no, because it takes away the whole majesty of it, the mystery. So we're gonna let them keep it. I hope that they keep, giving everybody all that entertainment, because I don't see us taking it away from them anytime
If somehow the person that runs this account is listening to this podcast, reach out to Caitlin. She will give you free pies. She's not
I
mad.
will. I'm not mad. We're not mad. You'll probably get all the free merchandise
They're
too.
going to arm you.
Yes.
They're going to make your job easier.
We are.
And tell you to keep up the good work.
Honestly, we will. We'll probably wind up giving them a bunch of free stuff and telling them, wow, that's hilarious. Thanks for getting us into a bunch of things and getting us onto Seltzer Time Officials.
Yeah, that's the
podcast.
only reason you're here. It's
It's
not because
true.
of your long-standing friendship with Ricky.
No.
Or the fact that you let us record the first episode in the back of your store.
No.
Yeah, without you, we'd be nowhere. We're at the DCU Center! Yeah!
Hear all 10,000 people cheering in unison?
It's only 10 because they roped off the top 2,000.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Saturday night, people have things to do.
All right. So I think it's about that time in the podcast that we move on to our reoccurring segment. Why don't you tell us about it, Rick?
That's what it is. So every week we talk about something we're stoked on, and then something we kind of want to poke in a different direction. It's called Stokes and Pokes.
So Stokes and Pokes. Someday we're going to have a badass stinger about this, but until then, you're stuck with us.
So I'm hitting you with a jingle.
You want me to do it?
Do you want a jingle?
Are you the guy doing it?
Oh, yes! Breaking news, we have a jingle.
Do you mind if I...
Please
do.
do.
Here, this is the
Yeah.
best moment of my life.
Oh my God, this is.
I had so many great moments.
Stoked. Poked. There you go.
Yeah!
Good job, Solon.
I love that.
That was awesome.
You may not have to do it again because I'll just steal that recording and pop
make
it
it
in.
better.
Oh, please do.
Yeah. Fuck you, Seinfeld. Bass thing. The bass thing.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
In my mind, it's funny. As soon as I was saying it, I was like,
What did Jerry have to do? Anyway, so I'll start.
Thanks, Solon.
Thank you, Solon. So I'll start on the Stokes and Pokes. We're going to start with Pokes, and then we're going to move into Stokes. So what I'm going to poke is, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was Worcester was featured in the Wall Street Journal, right? Some guy did a whole story all about Worcester, and instead of talking about all the cool stuff we have coming in, and all the culinary stuff we have coming in, all the businesses and the Renaissance, he put a whole piece about how people still can't spell our name. And that's what the whole fucking piece is about. And like, this is a city that's been in place for, what, 200 years or 150 years?
To be fair, the Table Talk Twitter account follows a bunch of Worcester, England.
I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. But we're not really talking about there. This is a reporter that's putting their information out. Point is, the reporter talked to Bill Wallace over at Worcester Historical. I got this for a friend of mine. And had this whole interview about what Worcester means and like all the cool things that have happened in Worcester. And it casually mentioned something like, sometimes people put an H in the word Worcester. And he's like, well, for me, I would say get the H out of Worcester. And they decided to make the whole piece about it. And it's just, I don't know, with just so much else going on, it's really unfortunate that they decided to focus on something as trivial as the stupid name. I know, nobody here is as pissed off as I am, but I'm bummed that it just, I don't know.
I think it's because
I'm
I'm
getting
not
no, you're an idiot.
I've
Thank
lived
you.
through my whole life. There's a lot of other issues I have with it.
Yeah, nice.
Fucking everything! Nicole hates everything! There's nothing you like.
It's true.
I mean that in the nicest way possible.
So, now to end that awkwardness, I be super stoked that the guys over at Warside, or the people over at Warside, it just got cleared through the Parks Department for the new Crompton Park. It's going to start with a 1,400 square foot skate park that's going to expand out to 3,200 square feet. Just to give you a little bit of backstory there, for those people that don't know who Warside is, they are a DIY skate park that had a beautiful, I thought we were in the dive bar for a second. Holy shit.
I I always think I've been the dead part.
They had an awesome park that they built, and the city, 2 months before the ballpark was announced, plowed it under some less than ideal excuses, and has since backpedaled. And now they're working with the team to now get them a better park. Oh, hi, Sarah. My wife came in, everybody.
Yeah!
Right on time. Sorry, Sarah. So anyway, yeah, super stoked to see those dudes are actually getting their park. Not sure how they're going to fund it yet. All their previous park was all self-funded. Hopefully the city gives them some cash. Or they're probably going to have to raise all the funding themselves again. But those dudes are not afraid of some hard work. So it's really just awesome. And it's awesome that they're going to have a better park than the Green Hill Skate Park.
I never knew there was a...
Yeah?
I didn't even know there was a skate park in Green Hill.
Well, so if any of you asked any of those dudes, they would say that there isn't because it's that kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't skateboard.
I don't skateboard either, and that's the thing. But I don't know. What Warside was to me was more than just a skate park. It was also a safe paint place. And there's no spot in this city right now where aspiring muralists can go practice their art. They can go change up a mural fucking daily if they wanted to, just to hone their craft. There's no spot. There's no protected spot in the city right now.
Time.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Just kidding. Don't paint on the deadline. Fuck.
If you come in that Secret Walls mural, I will come find you.
I'll get in trouble for it. I can't paint either. Everything I like, I can't do.
Well, you gotta start somewhere, Ricky.
You can support. That's what you do.
No.
You're a cheerleader.
I open cans of bubbly water.
And we
You're
love
the
you
best
for it.
at it.
Yeah, we're all here because you open cans of bubbly water.
Yeah. It's absolutely true.
up.
So that's my stoked and poked this week. Caitlin,
Stoked and poked.
what do you want to poke at?
I think to poke at something, probably the negativity sometimes that happens about the new ballpark. I can understand both sides of it. I really can. However, I don't think that we know enough about it to hate it entirely yet. And people also like to talk to me like I'm the city manager.
You're not?
Because I work so close to where it's going to be happening. So
I
people
thought
come
we're
in.
at Augustus on.
It's Orson.
No, it's
Orson
her.
is pissed at Caitlin.
Congratulations on the Worcester Mag Person of the Year.
Oh my God. It's never ending and the questions never stop. And just like everybody else, I don't have all the answers. People seem to be afraid that it's going to change a lot of things in Kelly Square, including table talk. And we appreciate, and I appreciate how worried they are about that. I just wish that they would understand that sometimes development isn't the worst thing in the world. And if we are going to have to move, we're not leaving Worcester. It will never happen.
That's awesome.
Table Talk is in Worcester, probably whether everybody likes it or not.
I would have nowhere to go.
I was going to say, Ricky would have nowhere to go, and that's really sad. So we're going to
Wandering
stay
the
here.
streets with this stuffed animal.
Yeah, so I think it's just...
Where would I hang out with a giant stuffed
He'd have to get
order?
Orson first. He'd have to come in, steal him, and then walk around before that.
Alec would fire me.
He wouldn't be white anymore. He'd just be this dirty, muddy bear.
Because he'd
There you
live with
go.
the dive.
Yeah, essentially.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I think if I could poke at something, that's what it is that it's not, I get it. I really honestly do. I just wish that Worcester as a whole would just hold off on hating something for 2 seconds and just let's see what happens. I'm not saying it's going to be great. I'm not saying it's going to be awful. And also, I don't know what's going to happen to our building. I don't think anybody really does right now. So that's probably what I would poke at is let's just wait 2 seconds.
Hashtag wait on it.
Exactly. Hashtag wait on it. And also hashtag don't ask me because I don't know. So please stop coming into
So
the
if you
store.
guys have questions about what's happening in Kelly Square, email Caitlin at Table Talk Pies.
If anybody's wondering, just go ahead, walk in, scream in my face about it.
Just
don't listen
at
to a word I have to
the
say.
Table Talk Twitter account.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's probably the biggest thing that I would poke at. It's not, I love answering questions about my company and I love Table Talk. It's a great company to work for. I absolutely love them. I could talk about them for days. But as far as that aspect of what's going on, I have no control. I have no idea. And that's probably what Poke's the worst is that I don't know. I don't think anybody really does. So until it happens, I don't really, and like I said, I'm not the city manager, so I can't, you know what, you're right. They are going to ruin Kelly Square. I don't know how you could ruin it, but let's see. Like, they're going to try.
Tell them to tweet at you.
Oh my God.
Just see what the reply
Just to
is.
see what they reply.
Hey, what happened to and then they're just like, the sun, it's yellow. Lemon pies are 3 for $1. Hug me in the shower.
I was going to say shower hug. Shower hug.
They're getting random pineapple facts.
Pineapple facts. Shower hug. Pineapple fact.
What's the skate park gonna look like? Look at this pineapple fact.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be shaped like SpongeBob. What's up?
Yeah.
Yo.
So if I was gonna poke, it's basically that my pumpkin pie is lonesome because they won't just let it happen.
So what would you like the shower hug?
Oh, stoked?
Yes.
I'm super stoked because weirdly enough today when I was driving through Kelly Square, I noticed that they're opening up a bagel place where Uncle Sam's Pizza used to be, right next to Kelly Square Pizza, and it's called. Yeah, there was 2 pizza places there. It was Kelly
There can only
Square.
be one.
Yeah, and Kelly Square 1, obviously. If you knew anything about the Jets and the Sharks, this would come in again. Because you don't, forgot I even said anything. But
Butt fumble, Joe Thornton.
but they're opening up Anthem Bagels in Kelly Square. I don't know if anybody else saw that yet. It says coming 2019. And as somebody who's from New York, I'm stoked to love those bagels. So
But
I'm really
as somebody from New York, you're gonna hate that.
No, because I'm not Nicole. I don't hate everything.
That's what's up.
Nicole hates the bagels already. She's like, they're gross. It's like, not even disgusting.
It's not
disgusting.
Brooklyn water.
I hate them.
Anthem, that's the worst good Charlotte song. Fuck those bagels. Also not true.
Trash. You gotta throw it. Trash.
You garbage.
Oh my goodness. So yeah,
Cabbage.
stoked and poked. There you go.
Alright.
Rad. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Ricky, bring us home.
What's up? Is it because of my voice? Bring me home. I would love to.
Oh my God.
I love this one.
I have been waiting for him to say
No
that
one
to
else
me
is
for-
up here to see exactly how close he's getting. All I can think is disinfecting wipes. I won't have my jeans.
Yo, I haven't
sorry,
put the
Neil.
organism has to actually sing into that microphone in a hot, like 15 minutes.
I
So.
haven't spit on it.
I beg to differ. I've got a good
No.
angle over here.
That's what she said.
Oh God.
All right, so should I start with a stoke or do you guys want to hear my stoke or my poke?
Oh.
Say it louder.
We're getting an MA rating on this one.
I know. Okay, so I would like to poke people who host a live podcast 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Which
I
we
want to
did.
change mine. I want to change
Okay,
it.
go.
Yeah, same issue. There you go.
You're on it. We gave you a platform to talk about bagels.
And
To talk
fucking
about a Twitter
pies.
account I don't run.
Yeah, but like, you give you a pin.
It's true. I do have a pin and a sticker of your face. So
You're welcome.
okay.
So you're poking at people that are kind of keeping up with their britches.
Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to. Travis gave me the idea. I don't know. I'm really bad at picking things I hate because there's no middle ground. Like I'm either like I hate the way that
Yo, I hate Mondays.
I hate Mudvayne, but like Dig was sick. Like I don't know.
Oh, I didn't say Monday. That's awesome.
Mondays.
You
Wow.
got mud veins from that?
Wow.
Dick. Very me. Anyway,
Mudvayne was this really shitty.
that was the
metal
reference for like 3 people in this room.
Oh my God.
I really thought you hated Mudvayne.
I fucking hate face paint.
I dressed up as them for a talent show once.
Stop! The whole band?
Yeah,
No,
I was
which
like-
person?
I was the little the chubbier guitar player with like the red little dots. I was that guy. So I painted my face. This is so stupid. I painted my face all black with these little red dots.
Whoa,
And anything-
whoa.
I know it sounds problematic. It wasn't. It sounds super fun. We're gonna get canceled.
Oh my god.
Fuck. I didn't. Oh god, I don't know how to say to myself. Okay, so there's a band, Mudvayne. They're not that good. They were this like metal band when Slipknot was a big thing, and they would paint their faces. And there was one guy who like painted his face black with these red dots. I did that. And then we didn't plug our instruments in because we can't play them. So we like
mimed.
Yeah, we like lip synced a Mudvayne song at a talent show in 8th grade, 9th grade.
Did you win?
Do you think I won?
Yes.
It's Mudvayne. No, we didn't win. So we had to play first because I had an intramural hockey game after. So instead of like washing the paint off because I had to play, I pretended I was in a really bad metal band. And then ran down the hallway and instantly grabbed my stick and started playing with face paint on, and I sweat all of it off and ruined my favorite Hurley shirt. I know.
That's a tragedy. That ended so sad.
I watched like the sadness take over your face, but then I heard Soul. I'm like, oh. So I really appreciate it. I love that shirt.
So you're poking at Mudvayne.
Yeah, I'm so poking at Mudvayne. I
Everybody's
forgot.
stoked about.
Yeah, we got there. So 2018 was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I liked this year.
It was a long
fun.
year.
Yeah, it's cool. No, like we got the Red Sox, which was sick. We got the Boston Red Sox won the World Series, which was sick. I got a girlfriend.
Sorry, Naomi.
It's the only thing I say that gets any reaction. That's so aww. Like,
Even he can get a girlfriend.
you two can dress like Mudvayne and get a girlfriend. 20.
Was that your opening line? Like, hey Naomi, I was once in a Mudvayne cover band.
Hey, can I get a large coffee? Also, how do you feel about Dig? The only Mudvayne song anybody knows.
Do you crave the D? And by D I mean dig. Thank you, that was just for me.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
Naomi. But yeah, so Naomi loves Mudvayne, and so 2018 was sick. What else did I wrote down more stuff too. Oh, Oxbow Farmhouse Pale Ale now comes in a 4-pack.
Hey.
Yeah.
There we go. It's so good. It's my favorite beer. I'm so pumped.
Dude, it's been such like.
Oh shit, we started a podcast in 2018.
Oh shit, did we?
And I knew there was one more thing. Yeah, so we started a podcast in 2018, 6 episodes ago, and now you all paid $5 to watch this.
This one. So sorry.
But you got
suckers.
pie. Yeah, so
That's a problem.
I was told that we were doing a question
Oh
and
shit!
answer.
There was somebody asked us if we want to do a Q&A. If you have questions, we could do a couple questions, or we can just wrap this shit up and hear some awesome music.
We usually don't do Q&As because there's 3 of us in the room.
Yeah, usually we don't have an audience, but this.
But
I mean, does anybody have any questions for Caitlin? Anybody curious about pies? I heard Emily might have a question.
I can try.
do you want a microphone?
No, I don't need a microphone. I just want to know if Caitlin's willing to get down with the anti-cinnamon agenda.
The anti-cinnamon agenda?
Fuck cinnamon.
Are you talking about because it just says spices?
Fuck the stripper.
Yes, I've heard this before. People hate that the back of our label just says spices. The reason why is because it's like a proprietary recipe.
Blood.
Yeah, meaning that because it's been around for so long, they don't necessarily have to list. However, I agree with you, and I want to know why there's so much cinnamon in our apple pie. Because it always, I can taste it first, and I'm like, I want to taste the apple. I
Is there always
understand.
cinnamon in apple pie?
Typically.
Yeah, Ricky. Don't you? How much time have you spent at the store and been like, it smells like cinnamon outside? Literally, direct quote, less than 2 weeks ago.
Because I was nervous Emily would die.
Okay, good call.
What
Oh,
did you
that's
buy?
right. You can't have cinnamon. We did talk about that.
Oh man. Well, maybe one day we'll make apple pie with no cinnamon. I'm on that agenda with you. I agree. So yes, I've joined you. Yes.
What about blueberry pie without cinnamon?
Blueberry pie doesn't have cinnamon.
Does it say spices on the back? Does it?
I
Boom!
almost died from one.
From
Oh,
blueberry?
shit! That's my second thing!
Really?
Avocados, blueberry pie has cinnamon. What's up?
Really? I wonder why they put blueberry. I've never heard that about the recipe, but I will find out why we put cinnamon in our blueberry pie. And somebody will tell me because there's probably a really good reason. And they'll be like, oh my God, that's why. Okay, well, I'll have to tell Ricky to tell Emily so this way she knows that's why she almost died.
I got you.
Sorry, I almost killed you.
Where is it?
It just says spices.
Where?
Ingredients. They're
All right, well, they do that.
This is not
Any other
good.
hard-hitting pie questions? Solon.
Yeah, I got a question for Caitlin.
No.
Do you want a microphone?
Yeah, I'm wondering if you have a favorite pie that didn't make it to the shelf, like a flavor that you were testing out that we didn't get to taste.
Yeah, I do actually.
So that's a flavor that didn't make it to...
Yeah, that didn't
Breaking
make
news.
it out yet. Ricky, you tried one, didn't you?
Oh, the Samoa one?
Yeah, so it's basically like a chocolate coconut pie. And that is still in research and development. So we don't know when that'll be released, but I hope that someday you guys all get to try it because it's really, really good.
It's true, it's awesome.
Yeah, if I had to choose one, that's what I would choose. That
Emily, don't eat it.
No, don't eat that one either. No. That one's not going to be good for you either.
Emily, there's no cinnamon in seltzer. You can have that.
That's true. That is absolutely true. I'm going to find out why we put cinnamon in our blueberry pie, though. I'm going to find out for you because I'm confused on that one. But yeah,
Anybody
that
else?
one or the s'mores one. They make
Oh, the s'mores
pie.
one was sick,
They
too.
make a s'mores pie too. So we'll see. One of them's going to come out probably this coming summer. So, yep.
S'mores in the summer.
Yep.
Really nice.
Sorry.
All right. Any other riveting pie questions?
Or any.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Oh, Sarah.
I have a seltzer question.
Seltzer.
It says there are natural flavors. Like, if you had a guess, what do you think the natural flavors are?
LaCroix.
Minotaur Mischief, I get a lot. No, I don't know. I would go with naturally, probably raspberry in this one.
I mean,
Wait.
this one's blood orange.
To be fair, I
guess
don't
it's
work at
blood
home.
orange.
I actually can't answer that question legally.
I do work at Table Talk and I couldn't answer that
Yeah.
question. So I'm not going to hate on you for that because you don't work there.
All right. So I think it's about time to wrap this podcast up. I do want to thank everybody again for listening and for coming out. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, give yourself a round of applause.
Fuck you, Mikey!
Fuck you, Mike T.
Once again, I didn't say that.
And,
So everybody knows I didn't say that.
humongous thanks to Caitlin for being our guest. Big round of applause for Caitlin.
Yeah.
You've been Ricky.
I know, I just wanted to breathe into it one
Oh
time.
my god.
Yeah, so
Wanna ask
hang out after we're done. The organism's gonna play.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna be celebrating high fives. We got some good music sticking around, so stick around for that.
We'll have beers and seltzers.
Yeah, dude.
And pies. What
There you
So
go.
yeah, I have been Ricky, aka Dick Chuck, aka the man behind the can with Seltzer Time Official.
And I have been Travis. You can find me on the social at Hunchback Travis. Follow Caitlin at Table Talk Pies.
Yep, because I don't have my own account on Instagram.
Do you really not?
No, I'm
Good
just
for
Table
you.
Talk Pies. That's
Good for
all
you.
me. So yep, follow me at Table Talk Pie. Yep. You got it.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye guys. Sorry for partying.